Okay, so this is called Wisdom's Instruction. It's based on Proverbs 1. And so this is like the newest piece I started working on. So this was about last year. It didn't start 10 years ago, or I guess it started in 2024. Um, but it wasn't one that was started 10 plus years ago in terms of like actually adding some music or putting some melodies or chord like it. So this one started within the past, like, yeah, it was more because this is the most recent one. So this song, I started working on it during the summer of 2024, and it was a result of feeling unsettled after just like developing this acute awareness that wisdom is often overlooked and underappreciated or just unappreciated in the areas of a life where it's needed the most. And so this has many implications. And so I was just really kind of disturbed, and I had been for many years, but there were things happening in my life where it was just more and getting heavier and heavier and more pressing that, there's apparently, I don't see any wisdom around me. Um, and when you make wise choices, maybe it's made fun of or seen as crazy, but it's like the wise choice to make. And so there was just a lot going on. Um, and I wanted to make a song. It was just to kind of communicate that wisdom cries out, because to kind of be reminded, oh yeah, wisdom isn't necessarily hard to find. People are just looking for other things. And so it's just kind of a reminder like wisdom is really available, yelling at the top of her lungs, pretty much. But is anyone listening? And what I was finding was that no, like no one was listening, but like she's there screaming, and trying to warn and save people, but they're not listening. So this song kind of captures that. There's like an acknowledgement that wisdom is there. There's kind of like, some heartbreak that it's being ignored. And then like a kind of like some frustration as well, or exasperation maybe. It's like when you're at the end of your rope and you're just like trying to save and help people that you care about, and you're trying to do what you can in a sense before you give up or before you lose your voice or whatever it is. And so I wanted this song to capture all of that. So the song changed a bit from its first draft, but I mean, I have different versions of the song in my mind. For this kind of short EP that I had, this version really kind of ties into this short EP. So, I mean, that's fine. That's a great version for that. And it's also a song where there's a lot more instruments and kind of like production that I did for it. I had to learn a lot of new tools, and a lot of work went into it and a lot of learning new tools. Let's just say that. So it's like kind of like the most intensive song, but at the same time, I wanted it to be catchy, to like get stuck in my head, to get stuck in other people's heads. There's a question being asked in the song, and the idea is that those who want to answer the question or who want to hear, they have kind of that option to respond and say, yes, I'm listening, and like start reflecting. So yeah, you can choose to ignore the song, or you can choose to listen, or you can choose to listen and respond. So there's an acapella version of the song, and then there's this version that I have that has all the like, kind of background music and different things. And I wanted it to be kind of playful too. So there's like a lightheartedness And this is to kind of appeal to the people who do have like a light heart, but maybe it's become hardened. It's supposed to kind of be like a sing-songy type of version that pulls them out of themselves. Like it brings them back to life. It brings back that lightness. It brings back that playfulness. So that's what this version does. And it kind of concludes the whole EP because so at the end I decided to call this EP Ode to the Lullaby because the point is that some of these like scriptures that I've shared, these verses, people have heard them, they've read them, they might have been touched by them at some point, and life got in the way. And so the idea is that you would kind of meditate on these scriptures again, bring them back into your life, and also kind of like sing and dance in your personal space, um, with your core group of friends or loved ones. It's something to kind of encourage and yourself with and encourage others with. And you don't need a lot of instruments. You just need a voice. So yeah, it kind of wrapped up this kind of ode to the lullaby for adults. So, we have like all these nursery rhymes and things for kids and babies, but we don't always have things for adults. So it's kind of like a relevant um, flashback to those lullabies. But these are lullabies that are for adults. They kind of bring life back, and that's the point. So I'm going to go ahead and play some of it. Wisdom cries out, listen to her voice. Don't forget that you can make a choice to do what's right. This part is supposed to gonna be the dancey part. Can you hear her for those the light hearts to kind of dance to it. Please let her find you listening. Wisdom cries out, listen to her voice. Let discernment drown out all the noise. Run towards freedom. Seek the light. You will find abundant life. I pray she finds you listening. Please let her find you listening. Another question is coming. Oh wait, no, there's another verse coming. You can find the question. Listening. Okay, so let me go back. There's a question that comes out. Please let her find you listening. Okay, I think the question is coming. Is anybody listening? Can you hear her calling you? Is anybody? So the interesting thing about this song, there are a couple of little shifts in the song. So that what you just heard there was like the second of two shifts. So there's a shift that happens right before that. And then that's what I just played is like another shift. And there's like a couple of more shifts at the end of the song. And kind of, I guess overall, I took different aspects of the kind of original song that I wrote and mixed and matched it in different ways in this song with the music and everything. So, I mean, like I said before, overall for this project, I think this version was great. And once again, it got stuck in my head. I pull it out whenever I want to. I sing it, I dance to it. I play it for myself as well. So once again, like this, these little songs, like they serve their purpose. I listen to the playlist. It encourages me. It makes me think. It helps me to reflect. So yeah, that's wisdom's instruction. And thank you for listening.